up, guys, and welcome to another episode of CineAmigos. I'm your co-host, Eddie Wiz.
Juan.
And Pablo.
We got a movie review for you guys, so sit back, relax, and light it up.
All right. Can we? What movie
An
is
episode is
this
not
we're
the same
reviewing?
if Pablo doesn't look like Edward
right.
from Twilight.
Damn. I know I'm pale, but damn.
Yeah, you ain't shining enough.
What is this we're reviewing, Eddie?
This one, Supergirl. So, again, we're gonna go into a non-spoiler review for the first 10 minutes about it, and then we're gonna get to spoiler talk. We'll give you a warning before we start talking about it. Okay? We're doing again our review where Juan hasn't seen the movie, and and it's our job to try to.
Convince him
Convince
to
him.
watch it.
All right. So let's get to it.
Do you want to pull up a synopsis for this one, since you usually do that?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Let's see.
Not sponsored.
But James Gunn.
Mm-hmm.
Jaime Pistolas. If you ever want to sponsor
All
us.
right. Let's see.
He didn't even direct this movie.
I know. But it's still part of his universe.
Yeah.
All right. This is what the internet says. A spoiler-free synopsis of Supergirl.
Mm-hmm.
Kara Zor-El, Supergirl, spends her 23rd birthday seeking solace on planets with red suns to drink her grief away. Her trajectory shifts when a young girl, Ruthie, seeks her to help track down a dangerous brigand who killed her parents. United by their individual grief and desire for vengeance, they embark on a gritty interstellar journey across the cosmos.
Nice. All right, so Kara Zor-El, or Supergirl, played by Millie Alcock, best known before this in her House of the Dragon.
And she also appears in Sirens.
Yeah. So, for me, she did the best she could with the script she was given.
Yes.
She was really one of the better things of this movie, especially with the emotional scenes that we're gonna talk about in our spoiler talk. Overall, I do like her as Supergirl.
She embodies who Supergirl is,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Talking about embodying, if you'd like to pull up that link, so we could
Already?
see.
No, wow.
Yeah, prior to spoilers, like see the previous versions of Supergirl.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the cup. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're like weird. So we found an article of previous actresses who portrayed Supergirl
in the live action.
in the past. Helen Slater was the first Supergirl in the film/series from 1984.
Supergirl in 1984. Yeah.
Which she actually showed support for this movie. She posted herself in a theater watching it and telling fans to go support the movie, and which is always nice of a what's it called, of an actress to do or actor to do, right?
Yeah.
When they support the film by actually going to go watch it.
Yeah.
Then we had Adrienne Palicki, who technically was a fake out, so she's not actually Kara Zor-El. It was just a plot of Jor-El, if I recall, that brought upon notable mention, if anything, but not exactly one of them.
Yeah.
Ooh, oh my favorite. Está por
Oh my
favor.
God, that was a horrible movie.
It's a
She
show.
was
She was the Smallville Supergirl.
the
Calm
Smallville-
down. She was gorgeous. If we're talking looks, to me, she's my favorite.
okay. Just keep it in your pants, homie.
Hey, we did Frankenstein. We put up with you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. We did Frankenstein. We put up with you.
For what
But
I remember with her, she had a smaller kind of role throughout.
yeah, well, she only appeared in the later seasons, no?
Yeah, well, it was season. Actually, it says there season
Season
7 where
7.
she yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we barely got Lois.
And if
Lane.
anything, I think she played a good role of being like
Mhm.
the sibling that cared, or not sibling, but a relative that cared about
Yeah.
Clark.
Yeah.
To me, this one was a great one.
I mean, this is the most iconic one.
Yeah.
Melissa
And
Benoist,
the longest running Benoit.
Benoit,
Yeah,
Benoit.
Benoit.
Benoit,
Benoit.
Benoit, Benoit.
Mehoini.
She was good for the for what the Arrowverse was. You could say.
I
I
mean,
do love the musical episode that she has with Flash, though.
oh, that one's cool. I like
Yeah,
that. It's the same trope of what the CW shows have gone, where the first 2 seasons are like the greatest, and then it dips in quality.
Yeah.
So
did you guys prefer with the skirt super suit or when they finally give her pants?
I like the skirts.
Skirt.
Yeah.
I think Supergirl is most notably with a skirt. I
All right,
think.
you bunch of gooners.
Well,
Hmm.
that's what she's pretty much still has in the
I mean,
comics.
she still has the pants under. The skirt
But-
with the pants under.
Yeah.
Hey man, if we start talking about what the comics do, we don't have to get into Power Girl.
Up.
Say if you know the story, if you know, you know.
Okay, moving on to Sasha Cal, which she had the role in the Flash movie.
And technically, she was supposed to have a multi-movie deal when they signed her,
Yeah.
but then that fell through when the creative changes happened. And yeah,
I mean, she did a good job. I liked her.
I liked her. I thought it was one of the more redeeming qualities of the Flash movie.
if anything, okay. Here's the thing: I don't think she was horrible, but I also would rank her at the bottom of my list.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Like, it also like doesn't help that she was in a horrible movie.
I don't find it horrible, but
Horrible.
it was okay.
Okay, and then we go to our latest Supergirl, which is Mila Alcock.
Millie
Millie Alcock.
Miley
Sorry.
Icock.
Goddamn, Mila.
Which I
Machine.
really think she herself in the role did great.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So, this is where I have a little bit negative with the actress Eve Ridley as Ruth. I just feel like their chemistry was not good.
You think?
I didn't think their chemistry was good.
It's because we gotta mention this really quickly. Me and you read the comics, so it's like we had a picture in our head already to where we thought everything was gonna go.
Yeah.
And since they said it was a depiction of the comic and it was basically a one-on-one like depiction, we kind of that was kind of more of the.
So that was actually one of my questions because you guys knew the comics. How well did it adapt it?
It adapted some, but not the way that they said it was gonna be adapted.
Yeah.
You know, this wasn't even the original script for it though, right? Like the comic reshaped a lot of the script that they originally had for this movie.
I mean, for me, reading it, there was like, I feel like the pacing that it decided to do was also the problem, trying to compare it to the comic. Because like when they were trying to be emotional, it did not hit me at all.
Mm-hmm.
I think the original name was gonna be the same as the comics name for the movie.
Woman of Tomorrow.
So I think that maybe we should have been a hint that it was not gonna be as
Yeah.
one-to-one as we might have thought.
But he also changed.
Well, Lobo
changed
wasn't in there, right?
The Superman, yeah.
Hmm.
And so with that was some of the differences, right? Instead of having this character be there, they added this character. It was kind of that stuff. But since we're not in spoiler details
Yeah.
yet, um,
Jason Momoa as Lobo was one of the positives for me for sure.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. I loved him
Mhm.
as Lobo.
Yeah, he was great. A couple times it was cringy with the script, but
But I
overall,
feel like that's Lobo in
mm,
his essence, right? He's
mhm,
a cringy character. He's a character that's funny but cringy at the same time.
Now, so we reviewed Wrecking Crew like while back.
mhm.
Did you prefer his performance in that movie or preferred him as Lobo in this movie?
I think there's not too much of him as Lobo yet
Mhm.
to actually compare it. He only had
Well, I'm
like,
just asking what you enjoyed more. His performance in one
well,
movie or another?
the other one because he was in most of that
Yeah.
movie, but
Mhm.
this one he was only like 5 to 10 minutes of him was in here.
Mhm.
So I don't think you can compare.
What about restructured? Do you prefer Jason Momoa in the first 20 minutes of the movie in Wrecking Crew, or do you prefer him in the movie Supergirl?
Like this, I even mentioned this in the theaters. I would say I like him more in Wrecking Crew because I don't feel like Lobo as a character can be the main focus of an
Yeah.
Yes,
adaptation. He's
yes,
better as a side character.
which is why he works so
Mhm.
well here.
Yeah.
There we go. That's the answer I was looking for.
Hmm. But yeah, I would like prefer for Jason Momoa to be here. The thing though, I feel Jason Momoa had fun with this character.
Mm.
Yes,
He
he
had a
actually
mhm,
finally got
mhm.
to,
He had a great time playing this character, and I could tell.
yeah, and he finally had the ability to do what he wanted,
Hmm.
right? Which was always he wanted to be um, Lobo.
Now, another question I will throw in before we dive too much into the movie. Does she have an iconic theme song to her? Or are we looking back at Guardians of the Galaxy type stuff where it's just the soundtrack of mostly like known songs?
We're gonna talk about the needle drop later on, but I can't tell you what the main theme of Supergirl is in my mind.
Yeah.
But is it original soundtrack or is it a cover?
No, spoilery details.
Yes,
Sorry,
spoilers.
can't talk about that yet.
That it says it all.
Yeah.
Well, we're already in spoiler talk. That's
Well,
like
No,
we.
before
we're
Yeah.
not.
Oh, we're
yeah,
not.
no,
Okay.
No.
before also Matthias, what's his show? Skull.
I don't know his name, but
He was Krem of the Yellow Hills, which is the main villain here.
this is where I thought they messed up. He was, well, in the comics he was forgettable too, but he was one of the most forgettable
Mhm.
aspects of the whole movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I did ask that previous question because one of my issues with Superman
Hmm.
is that we don't have an iconic theme.
Hmm.
I don't want to relate my superhero to because I'm a punk
Hmm.
rocker. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I want to relate it to a specific sound that will make me think of him
Hmm.
every time. Like when you hear the OG Superman theme, you know it's him.
Hmm.
When you hear Spider Man's theme, you know it's him coming. You
To
know.
me, the punk rocker isn't his theme. His theme is the electronic when he's first coming up, like all that, all
If you
those
hear it, will you recognize it as Superman, Eddie?
Yeah.
yes.
You
Yeah, that
will.
one I can for sure.
I personally don't even remember any other OST in the
Oh.
movie. I remember that song, and that's about it.
Ba-da-da-da.
And that is something I talked to some people. So that's why I asked this with this movie. Does it have iconicness to it where you'll be able to recognize your own sound alone?
No.
There's no
No.
iconicness to it.
No. Okay.
What do you guys rate it then?
Okay.
Well,
Because I do want to touch into like
Yeah.
spoilers
Yeah, we have
soon.
to
Yeah.
like get into it.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. 7.5.
6.5.
Oh, wow.
Wait,
6.5.
no, yeah, I said 7.5.
I think I gave it like the first time I gave it was like 6.7, and it's been coming down. So I'll give it a 6.6 just to meet in the middle.
Yeah. And actually, there's a question for people that might go watch it soon.
Mhm.
Before we enter spoilers, now that we gave the ratings,
Hmm.
are there post-credit scenes for people to stay for?
No,
there's not.
No? Okay.
Yeah.
they did not do it.
That's good to know because I feel a lot of people like have to search. Even I have to search up.
I search up-
I
yeah.
searched it up,
Mhm.
and well, you
I-
searched it up too, and
Every movie I do that now, just so you never know.
yeah,
Yeah.
because even like Project Hail Mary, you
Mhm.
search it up just in case, you know.
Because there was, I missed the post credit scenes of Sinners, so it's like,
Yeah,
dang it.
Yeah. So yeah, there's no post credit
All right.
credits.
With that, we can enter spoilers. If y'all want to keep try to say stuff to
Mhm.
slowly like get people in without spoiling too much, you guys can.
Mhm.
But
I think this is full on
yeah.
spoiler
But now
now.
we're pretty much into it. If you guys
Mhm.
get spoiled, that's your choice.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
All
All
right.
right.
I think we should start with the positives because
Yeah.
there's a lot more negatives in it.
Positives. Millie Alcock as Supergirl.
And crypto.
Crypto. Lobo.
Yeah.
And some of the like cinematography and some of the what's it called, the Argo City stuff, the
Of course, it finally happened. So sorry. Your damn AirPods keep connecting to me every single time.
so the Argo City stuff was good, but my main problem with that is they did it too late in the story where they should have done that at the beginning. Um, Lobo, amazing, but apart from that, I don't know what else I can mention that.
Look, I'll give you like the whole origin story, like her backstory. I love those scenes.
Yes.
That's one of the most emotional impacts that like actually did get me because like we get into her story of how she was growing up in Argo City, which is like part of Krypton. My negative I'm gonna talk about after that, but like we get like a good depth of her parents, how she grew up, how she was, how fuck lessons and how they wanted her to be when she got to Earth,
Yeah.
which is a good person. Uh, Even like there was this line in a scene where the mom, she was about to die because apparently the city had like this krypton poisoning that was slowly killing everyone. Where you don't have to be nice to everyone, you don't have to like uh be naive, but you have to be a good person. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, well, this is uh, some character build that I like for her.
Now, that does raise a question for
Mhm.
me. How do you guys think Kryptonians were portrayed in this movie since they went into it a bit?
Mhm.
They
Um,
I feel like they doubled down a little bit on what we saw in Superman.
that's the reason I'm asking because
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
low key I did not like that.
Yeah, that was also my negative that I even
Yeah.
talking when we were talking about. It's like I hate that they doubled down that Superman has to be this conquering person in on Earth. Damn. Um, and like how they changed her origin story, where in the comics, her and Superman Clark went to Earth at the same time, and her ship got derailed. That's why he was older than her.
Yeah.
In this story, she was born
After.
after him.
I may low key be rooting for Zod if he ever shows up. That's all I'm saying.
And that's the crazy thing. We don't know if there's a
Mhm.
what's it called, the where they're
With Zod and everybody.
yeah,
Yeah. Like
what's the
Like the prison or what are you talking
yeah,
about?
oh, the
Oh,
Phantom Zone.
the
Phantom
Phantom Zone.
Zone.
We don't
Mm.
know if there's a Phantom Zone,
Yeah.
and we'll get into that a little bit later.
Okay.
Which I'll get back to
Mm.
you on the what happens
The
to
ending.
Krem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another positive for me was this bus scene where like the space pirates.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah,
cool.
they had like this whole fight scene because she still didn't have her powers because she was still like not near a yellow sun where she gets her powers. So she had to be fighting like hand to hand combat. And it was pretty cool because this is a difference that I see from Superman to Supergirl. Since she was more on Krypton, she has more fighting abilities from that planet,
Mm.
Hmm.
and she did pretty well.
And she's more scrappy, and she doesn't care if she hurts you when Superman does care,
Mhm.
you know? Especially because she's pretty much drunk in most of the movie.
Yeah.
Because that's the story, right? She goes to these planets, to the red sun, so that she can get drunk. and it takes a little bit of time for her to regenerate
Mhm.
the,
But
the
when
green
she does
dragon.
regenerate, like you said, the cinematography from here, when she first got her powers back, we got like this cool scene where she
Yeah.
uses her heat vision against like one of the ray guns of the pirates, and that was a pretty cool visual to see.
And don't get me wrong, there was stuff that was funky in the movie.
Mhm.
You could see where the editing was wrong.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You could see that there it was not a perfect movie, but I still believe it was very enjoyable.
Yeah.
Now, so another person takes a lot of priority in the promotional is Crypto.
Mhm.
How important was his presence to the movie? Like, in terms of whether it drove the plot line or it helped
Mm,
it, damaged it? Like,
no.
yeah.
So the plot line for this movie is mostly Crypto. He's more in the first half of the movie, but once we get to the plot where he is paralyzed, Supergirl has to go find an antidote. That he's the plot is centered around him.
If I'm gonna be real, I think there was no plot. If I'm gonna be real, in the whole movie, there was
So,
no true plot.
so
It
you
was
think
all over the
you think,
place.
yeah, you think it didn't properly connect itself to
Yes,
be
Hmm.
a cohesive plot line?
exactly.
Mm.
And I think that's where it messed up for the critics. Not only for the critics, but for some of the fans and for whoever is saying they didn't like it. I think because it was an editing mess. Let's be real.
Hmm.
Some of the dialogue was terrible. Uh, the plot was all over the place, and its saving grace was Supergirl's acting, Jason Momoa's acting, and some of the scenes we've been mentioning.
Hmm.
You agree with all that?
In a way, yeah. I feel like there's been if you're trying to deep dive into that, this is more of a revenge story for sure with the
Hmm.
little girl, because the main villain killed her family and he's trying to get revenge on him. But the way, like he said, the way they were editing, especially in the ending too, where I'm gonna get to it, was pretty like lackluster.
I mean, when I watched the trailer, I don't know if you guys remember, I had specific complaints about the whole Crypto getting
Hmm.
poisoned or whatever.
Hmm.
Did it
And
make sense when they explained that?
that wasn't the true problem because it does happen like that in the comics. Well, not necessarily
They
how it happened
Yeah,
there.
they do explain it though
Yeah,
how the poison because they are in the red sun, so he's gonna get poisoned, and if they try to move him around,
the
the
poison will
poison
go
will
in quicker.
quicker.
Mm.
Hmm.
Now, my one freaking complaint is how the fuck
Hmm.
do they get kryptonite arrows? How the fuck do they know she's Kryptonian?
That is true. They like that was also a problem too because I don't know.
That that was one of the biggest plot holes in the whole
Hmm.
movie.
Yeah, because when they get away from her, they go into a planet that has both a yellow sun and a green sun, and that's why they're there. So it affects her. So they shouldn't know she's Kryptonian because they never fought her. They-
Because
Mhm.
in that one specifically in the comics, she goes to the planet because she finds Krem there,
Mhm.
Mm.
but she doesn't know that there's a kryptonite sun
So they just happened to be prepared for her, pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
without even knowing who she
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
You know, so the plot line was all over the place.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie about that. But some of the gripes that people have with the movie, I was like,
Mhm.
no, I don't mind this,
Yeah.
But every scene that Superman's in is,
I mean, it just proves that David Cornswood as Superman, he's
yeah,
the best option. He was the best option for it.
yeah, those are amazing.
Mhm.
Um, Now, Krem was such a forgettable character. But the problem is that in the comic he was also a very forgettable character, but the story itself was way better in the comics.
Yeah, we didn't need to have him in every single panel
Hmm.
to have the story moving along. And this one, like every major scene, he had to be a part of it.
And they just changed the character
Hmm.
a lot and what happens to him too.
So would you guys say that the villain of the movie was a little lackluster?
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, because honestly, when what he did trying to be a bad guy was like just making weird noises here and there.
Yeah.
And it's
Because our previous review was Mandarin Grogu and Mandalorian,
yeah.
and I specifically called out an issue where if you have a lackluster villain that doesn't make the stakes seem as high as they are, the movie can suffer for it. Do you guys think it's a similar case here then?
Not necessarily, right? Because the problem is in this movie, I feel like there were no stakes. It was more like a teaching, you
Mm.
could say.
Yeah.
It was more like she was teaching Ruthie how to be a good person, how to be a a good human, how to not seek revenge. That's the main story both in the comics and in the story. That's the central like
Hmm.
theme, right? The problem was they didn't fully land on that theme like they do in the comics.
Mm.
I
Hmm.
don't know if I ma- do I
Yeah, yeah,
am I
yeah.
making sense?
What do you think about that, Eddie?
No, no, I agree with him. And especially during the ending because like, she was talking about not killing him because that's gonna mess you up as a person. And I think we're in that point where I can talk about it anymore, but I don't have a picture for it. Um, Ruth decides not to kill him, and she walks away, and Supergirl kills him,
Hmm.
which is this whole of being a good person kind of things. Like,
And then her ending up killing him, it's like, well, it's kind of you're a two-face, right?
yeah,
I guess I'll have to watch to more probably be able to like understand these
Mm-hmm.
answers.
yeah,
Because to me, a superhero film still requires that. Even Superman gave us that with Lex, even if there were other messages you were trying to get with the film.
yeah,
You
And
said that maybe it was by design, but that still tells me that there were no heavy stakes where I'm actually gonna fear
hmm,
for my characters and
I
see that
think
need to overcome their enemy.
no, you never fear for your Supergirl,
Hmm.
hmm,
but I feel like you feel for her.
Hmm.
I think that's what this was more about trying to make you feel for her,
hmm,
and the way that Millie depicted her, you felt for her, but the script was lacking.
yeah,
You could have you could have felt for her a little more than
hmm,
what you do, right? You feel for her, but it's not like you get too emotional to where you are like on the verge of crying, right? In the comic, I can attest you're on the verge of crying in some of those panels. And it's a freaking comic, you know?
Yeah.
Um
Did you at least have any great fights? Like, this is gonna be the next question, I guess.
hmm.
What was your favorite action scene in this movie?
Probably the
Mm,
bus one.
the bus scene. We mentioned it. Even when they were on the planet where Lobo showed up, that was a pretty good scene too.
It was
Uh,
an okay scene for me.
the final battle, it
Lackluster.
was good, but like I feel like they underpowered her and like stopped the momentum because in this scene, Krim had kryptonite arrows
Mm-hmm.
and that stopped her. So it's like you're messing up the vibe of trying to have a good fight scene right now,
Hmm.
just so you can have like this whole speech and whatever. And it takes me out sometimes. There was some cool like visual things where she had like the freaking anchor thing
Yeah.
going around. But we saw it in the trailer, so it wasn't new to me.
See, I'm not a big fan of kryptonite being your answer to everything when it comes to Superman like stories.
Mm-hmm.
While I have my mixed reviews when it comes to the Superman movie itself, I did enjoy it, and I liked that even though there was a kryptonite plot point, it was a kryptonite one where they got original about how they went about it. You
Yeah.
know, we had Metamorpho that ended up transforming into kryptonite,
Yeah.
Which made the character essential for the movie.
and he had to overcome it in an original way. You know, he had
Mm-hmm.
to find a way to convince him to like undo it.
Yeah.
So with the way you guys are talking about it, I'm just not too much of a fan about that.
I wasn't a fan of that
Yeah.
either.
I wasn't a fan of it either. Especially, like I said, how the fuck do they know she's Kryptonian?
Where the fuck did they get the kryptonite?
Exactly. Especially when Lex had said there's that's
Well,
how
on
it-
Earth, on Earth.
Earth.
Yeah, yeah.
So
But how do they know she's Kryptonian?
yeah.
That's the thing.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if kryptonite had a good durability and it's like a strong material or whatever, and Krell has dealt with Kryptonians before, it could make sense. But I don't know if they explain that in the movie or
But
not.
technically, she's the last Kryptonian.
Mm-hmm.
But as I'm saying, if the material itself has good durability, it makes sense why they'd keep using it.
Yeah.
But it's only if they explain that Krell has fought Kryptonians often in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
going
Needle-
back to the death scene,
Okay.
I know you said in the comics they didn't kill him, but I remember now.
Yeah.
They do kill him, but in the future. Yes.
He was in the
Ruthie-
Phantom Zone. She was old. They put him out of the Phantom Zone. She just hit her with her stick.
No, she killed him.
How are we doing time?
31.
Okay.
She killed him.
I have to fact check you on that one because I specifically remembered. Well, just
I'm pretty sure she killed him.
okay.
So you guys already have told me basically where this plot leads to. Like, what is the actual resolution of like the story? Like, where's this? What's the end goal of all this that you guys have
The
talked
end
about?
goal, so Krem has the antidote for what he shot Crypto with,
Mm-hmm.
who Crypto's dying, obviously. And she's pretty much just looking for him all over space till she finds him and gets that antidote. Because Crypto only has 42 hours to live.
So for Crypto, his resolution is to get saved.
Mm-hmm.
For the girl Ruthie, Ruth,
Revenge.
Revenge.
or to be
Which-
taught how to be a good person. So
Yeah.
not like her goal. I'm talking about like the plot resolution.
Yeah.
For,
Okay. Yeah.
For her, it's her.
Well, what does Supergirl get out of this movie in terms of her development?
Okay, so in terms of her development, she feels like an outcast on Earth. And after this last extravaganza of her going and drinking and all this happening because of the way Ruthie behaved and because of the way Ruthie is, she now decides that Earth is her home. And she'll stay on Earth for a longer period of time, and she talks to Superman at the end of the movie, and she's like, I think I'm ready to call this place home.
She's
the-
finding herself. No, she's finding her people. That's the
Yeah.
best way.
The way they went about it, though, was bad because of her ending up killing Krem.
Mm-hmm.
Which,
Do you agree with everything that's been said so far? By the way,
Yeah, it's basically everything. Yeah.
yeah,
Finding
so,
her people, finding herself. Whatever. So.
yep.
So now, like, let's talk about like the needle drop that I was talking about.
yeah, I was gonna say like I have been waiting on this question for a while, and I was legit getting like irked that y'all were not answering this.
So,
Okay.
we get
This
a
is the fight.
final fight scene, right?
The whole final fight scene. It's going good. It's going pretty well. Then we get like this, like the final act of like the fight scene, where she's fighting like they're surrounding Ruth, and Supergirl is just like fighting him off in the dust, and we get this cursive cover of The Middle by Jimmy Eat World.
No way.
I
Yes.
swear to God, dude,
It was so bad.
it was so bad.
It was so bad.
Wait, so it wasn't. First of all, it was a cover
It
Yeah,
was
what
a
the
cover.
by who?
I have no idea, man.
Okay,
She had a.
I can show
she
you
had-
later.
because I said cover, but I didn't mean it as a cover. I just meant as like an actual song dropping. You know.
No, like it's a cover.
So it wasn't even the original. It was a.
No.
Oh my god.
Think about like those trailers that they use a slower version of a fast
Wait,
song.
wait, wait, wait. It was a cover.
Mm-hmm.
Was this just a cover by a different band, or was this a girl power cover by a girl
Girl
band?
power.
Jesus.
Oh my god. Low key, that hurts to even hear. Cause the moment y'all said cover, like, and it clicked in my mind, I was like, please don't tell me they went for that.
Kelty Gray and Kid Motel.
They legit could just stuck to Call Me at this point. Like
I swear, dude. They should have stuck to that.
Mm-hmm. Again,
Look,
that's been like the whole thing of the internet. It was that needle drop.
look. This is my opinion on what's going on.
that is very Guardians of the Galaxy though. Like, why would they do
Look,
that? Oh my god.
None of them had a cover
James
though.
That is true. I'll give them that.
James Gunn had nothing to do with this movie. The problem is Craig Gillespie was trying to make his best impersonation of James Gunn, and since James Gunn is being fucking
No, I agree. It's
look,
very copycat Guardians of the
yeah,
Galaxy. That's what I
yeah.
meant. Yeah.
The my biggest problem right now is that James Gunn is not focusing on the fucking producing side of it, which he has to, so these things don't happen.
Mm-hmm.
I bet the script read way better than what it is. I can bet you that 1,000,000%. But what does a new person going into a new genre going, cuz he's a great director. He's a great director. This was not a great directed movie. He did Cruella, he did I Tanya.
Okay, you saying Krell does not help my case.
He
Eddie can tell you. I
I've heard
hit on that movie so bad.
I've never seen that movie, but what I've heard from other people, total opposite from
Actually, do you remember my biggest comment about that movie when I talked to you about it?
No Dalmatians.
That it was a fucking Spotify playlist.
Oh yeah, that I remember.
That song had no originality and it was just a bunch of songs one after the other with no purpose whatsoever. They had Who Let the Dogs Out at one point. Like,
There's no dogs in there.
actually, there were dogs in there. They escaped like
Oh yeah,
But
it's true.
something. Yeah,
I
yeah.
Tanya almost got him an Academy Award. Like, to some people, he's a great director. This was not a great directed movie. He could have done way better.
And that's the whole point of James Gunn being producing, because if you
He
have
is
if
the
you have a,
Kevin Feige
if you have a
of the
vision
universe.
of where you want your universe to go, and I know there's like this whole creative freedom kind of thing with directors. You don't want to be like on top of everything, but there has to be some things where you have to put your foot down and be like, we can't have this right now.
It's just, I just think James Gunn needs to, like you said, lock in and prove to you or to all of us, in my opinion, that he can make a cohesive universe. Otherwise, the DC should go back to just being separate with crossovers.
And I think with what he's given us with Creature Commandos,
Oh yeah, the others have been rated great.
Peacemaker,
Yeah,
Yeah,
and Superman, it's a cohesive universe. But who directed all three of those?
yeah.
You know, like,
yeah.
so are you saying that things that you don't direct are gonna be like this? Are you gonna have to direct every single fucking movie of this universe?
And this, considering it's not even ramped up in speed yet, and as it
Yes.
gets faster, he's probably gonna have less involvement, and it's gonna get worse.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So my thing is he has to choose either to be a director and to write or to fucking produce.
Mhm.
Which his main job as the CEO of DC is produce.
Yeah.
So right now, I don't think they're in decline.
No, no, and I
Let's
think
be real. It's just been the second project, right? It's just been the second project.
But yeah.
Was it a great project? It wasn't a great project. It was an okay project. It was a very, enjoyable project.
Like I said, the way I can just like describe it is like it's the Incredible Hulk right now of this universe.
But I even
I
think
enjoy.
it's
I
I even
enjoyed
think
it.
it's better than Incredible Hulk, which so that's my next point. So far with the two of them that have come out, I think it's a better start than Marvel.
Mm.
With like Iron Man and the Incredible Hulk, Superman and Supergirl to me have been better than those two movies.
Mhm.
And by the way, I found the statement by Peter Safran to like back up what you said earlier. Whereas like while Supergirl didn't meet our box office expectations, it's just one component of a broader long-term strategy at DC Studios that we remain confident in. So yeah, they agree with
And
you. We're like, yeah, this is a setback, but it's not something that'll actually
and
affect the whole.
and the beauty of it is that the castings at least have been amazing. I don't think he's missed with any of the castings.
Again, I think, well, not again, but I do believe that we disagree on that. Where I still believe there could have been a better Superman. I like the Superman, but to me, this is not an iconic Superman that I should have like was the best choice in the whole world. He was a great choice. That's what I
Who else
agree
would you
with.
have had playing him?
Mm, I mean, I would have recast Henry Cavill at that point. I don't even like that Superman as much, and I still take him over. But
Nope,
I
he
feel
wouldn't have been
like
able to play it like
what
he did,
if
like
you're
David
looking,
did.
if you're in a rush with less options, sure, I can give you he's the perfect casting. But if you're telling me that over time, no one could have been cast to be a better Superman and weigh on it, that is crazy.
Do you agree with that?
We're in a whole world full of people.
Whole, yeah, in a whole world full of people, but there's also limited actors. Um,
To me,
I,
he's the best. He's
not yet.
not
Christopher Reeves.
not the best one, but like the
Thank you.
best they could have done.
For what they had, yes. And
For
for the cast listing that I saw, yes. Um, cause
because the first choice was actually Jacob Elordi,
mm,
and Jacob Elordi said no because he thought that the script was too dark.
oh my god, no.
Yeah, he did it fucking Frankenstein.
Well,
But I
Too Dark
prefer.
can mean whatever. Too Dark could be literally complaining about the fact that the Kryptonians like just wanted a harem building.
Mm-hmm.
Like Too Dark doesn't tell us
But
anything about what he specifically didn't like that they dumbed
but
down.
to me, I think David Cornswell looks more like Superman than Jacob Elordi.
Actually, I don't know.
No.
Since you say Lordy, I am now envisioning it, and I could just as easily seen him fit the bill in terms of looks. Acting, I don't know, but looks, I can see him just as easily be Superman.
That being said, I'm gonna wrap it up.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's all we have today. We're gonna leave you with this image.
Oh boy, I forgot about that. I even asked you to put it, and I forgot about it. What is the Superman Girl Cup
You
like?
interpret it like you want, but I think we'll wrap it up here.
Yeah, we'll just call it the 4 Cup.
Lick it up.
Comment, share.
Subscribe to our YouTube and follow us on our socials.
Please,
I still
please,
recommend you guys to watch Supergirl. I
please
think
clip
you'll
that.
enjoy it.
The timing was horrible that he did on this.
Yep.
I think you'll enjoy Supergirl, so
Yeah,
I think you should still go out and watch it. And
Mhm.
I don't think it's a waste of time.
And I'll still watch it, but low-key not that interested. I'm just gonna say that.
Later.